The Gender Inequality Index measures the human development costs of gender inequality. The higher the GII value, the more disparities between females and males and the more loss to human development. Papua New Guinea ranks 143 out of 159 in the 2015 GII. The GII measures gender inequalities in three important aspects of human development. First, reproductive health. In PNG, for every 100,000 live births, 215 women die from pregnancy-related causes. This is significantly more than other countries in the region, although lower than other countries in the low human development countries. The adolescent birth rate in PNG is 54.8 births per 1,000 women aged 15 to 19. Again, this is lower than other countries in the low human development group, but higher than other countries in the region. The second GII dimension is empowerment. 8.8% of adult women have reached a secondary level of education, compared with 14.7% of male counterparts. In 2016, 3 out of the 109 seats in Parliament were held by women. That's 2.7%. This compares with 8 women out of 50 seats in Fiji, 4 out of 46 in Kiribati, 24 out of 54 in New Caledonia, 1 out of 50 in the Solomon Islands, 111 out of 560 in Indonesia, and 41 out of 120 in New Zealand. The GII also measures the economic status of women compared to men. In PNG, female participation in the labor market is 69.6% compared to 71% of men. Despite near-to-gender parity, women are predominantly concentrated in informal and subsistence sectors. Gender inequalities do exist in the National Public Service, where only 38% of all public service employees are female. A recent study showed 96,986 people were employed in the PNG Public Service. At the executive level, 0.1% were females. For senior appointments only, 1.3% were females. At middle management level, 5% were females. For junior administration position, 26% were females. Of all health workers, 11% were females. And in the uniformed services, correctional institution services, and the PNG Defence Force and Royal PNG Constabulary, 10% were females. In PNG's larger central government agencies, women account for more than 30% of senior management appointments, and in the Department of National Planning and Monitoring, the Department of Community Development, and the Internal Revenue Commission, around 50% of senior management appointments are held by females. By contrast, women fare poorly at the provincial level, with very few occupying critical decision-making positions. There are only 6 provinces: East Sepik, Milne Bay, Morobe, New Ireland, Eastern Highlands, and Southern Highlands, with women in senior management positions, and only 8 women in total in senior management positions at provincial levels across the entire country. There are even differences in the levels of compensation paid for men and women. A recent report noted that for the year 2016, compensation paid to the families of victims of tribal fights was on average 1,883 kina for females and 4,720 for males. Gender inequality remains a major challenge in PNG. The Gender Equity and Social Inclusion Policy provides a platform for the National Public Service to implement gender equity measures to address PNG's gender inequalities.